Again, these videos are brought to you by the Stat Cave. This fourth video of this series on hypothesis testing, we're going to look at some t examples. This first question, it says use a t-test to test the claim that the population mean mu at the given level of significance alpha using the given sample statistics. I should have made that a Greek A, but I'm only human. Assume the population is normally distributed. We have a claim that the population mean is greater than 152. Alpha, the significance level, is 2% or 0.02. We've got sample statistics here that the X bar, or the sample mean, is 149.9. The sample standard deviation is 4.5. Our sample size is only 20. Therefore, we are going to have to use a t. So, again, the claim is that it's greater than 152, so it will be the alternative. My null hypothesis will be that it's less than or equal to 152. Now, click the T sigma unknown n is less than 30 tab on the hypothesis testing template, hypothesis testing calculator, hypothesis testing bazinga thing. It's an Excel file that's set up to help you with these. We are going to input our claim number here, 152. We're going to input our alpha, 0.02. It looks similar to the other one, but it's not. You got to make sure you're using the right one because it's based on t. X bar is 149.9. The sample standard deviation is 4.5. The sample size is 20. Remember, since our alternative was that the mean is greater than 152, our null hypothesis would be that it's less than or equal to, it's the complement. So we're going to look down here. So less than or equal to 152, the p-value is 0.9747. It's greater than alpha, much greater, so we fail to reject. Let's look at actually doing this one. So at the tabs down at the bottom, I'm going to click T, sigma unknown. I'm going to scroll up here, put in my sample size of 20, put in my sample mean. I've already worked this one right here, 149.9, my sample standard deviation of 4.5, my alpha, level of significance of 0.02, my hypothesized value, 152. Now, on this one, since my alternative was greater than 152, my null is less than or equal to 152, so my p-value is 0.9747. I fail to reject. Okay. Now, what do we have when we have that? Our standardized test statistic in this case is a t. It's negative 2.09. Right here, if I round that to 2 decimal places, negative 2.087 would be negative 2.09. My p-value, if I rounded that to 3 decimal places, it would be 0.975. So p is greater than alpha. P is greater, maybe later, but don't reject, fail to reject the null hypothesis. So when we fail to reject, we're going to say there is not enough evidence to support the claim because the claim was the alternative. So we would fail to reject the null and say that there is not enough evidence to support the claim. With the t and hypothesis testing, your sample size is less than 30. There are situations where, just like with the z, you might be given data, whereas they might give you 10 data points, and you would have to find both the sample mean and the sample standard deviation. Okay? And the problem will state alpha, or the level of significance. It will state what the claim is. So in that case, you would have everything that you needed. The sample size, well, if you've got 10 data points, your sample size is 10. So you have everything you need if they just give you the data and there's less than 30 data points. All right, let's look at proportion hypothesis test on the next video.